Shortly after finishing that quest for Yuki, a random guard will tell us that he wants our help again. So let's head back in, see what Yuki has for us.
Ah,
Yumi.
if it isn't my favorite part-time security officer.
Why do I keep calling him Yuki? It's Yumi. Sergeant Yumi.
Crime has slowed down since you started helping out, which is good for morale.
Well, that's odd because I haven't taken care of any crime yet. How are the day-to-day operations going?
It's a lot of work, as always. People like to say, New Atlantis is the safest city in the settled systems. How hard could your job be? Well, safety doesn't happen by accident. It takes a lot of work and a lot of people.
And this is in response to the Vanguard quest line. Has there been any fallout from the Terramorph attack?
The whole department is in the process of recovering, myself included. If I'm being honest, I still have nightmares of my team turning on one another. Things can be replaced and wounds can be healed, but building back that trust in each other is going to take time. Luckily, we've built a good culture here, and we hired some new recruits who were inspired by what you did. I've got faith we'll survive this.
Okay, well, I'm looking for work if you have any.
Yep. Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's Roost. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps.
Why did he leave without identifying the assailant?
Men like him aren't very generous with their time. They want you to solve a case without ever having to lift a finger themselves. Not that he'd be much of a witness, given that he was still half drunk when he got here, and somehow even more so when he left. Sorry, wrong word. Rich people don't get drunk, they get inebriated. Which is another way of saying highly unreliable.
Okay, I can do that for you.
Thank you, Captain. Always appreciate it when you lend a hand. Let me know when the matter's resolved.
That starts a break at dawn. Speak to Royce at Dawn's Roost, which I don't believe I've ever gone to. What's Dawn's Roost?
A restaurant over in the residential district. Caters to a very fancy clientele. It's the kind of place where folks come in different sizes, depending on the food.
Okay. Anything else I should know about this case?
According to the patron, the ring is valuable, but if I had to guess, not for sentimental reasons. Normally, when someone loses a valuable keepsake, they're heartbroken. The way this guy was acting, it's almost as if he lost a wallet full of creds.
And that's it. Okay.
See you later.
Let's head on over to Dawn's Roost. Seeing as I haven't explored all of New Atlantis since the update, I can't just jump there. Oh, wow. That one. Okay. I just knew it was a restaurant, so look for forks and spoons. While we're here, we might as well grab chunks.
There are so many options. If you can't decide...
I don't like that these mannequins inside the glass highlight.
Really? I've been pretty blessed to have the life that I do.
Okay, any named people in here? No.
I wonder if the Roost has dreamed up some new cocktails to try.
Markeith Sutherland.
What's the fun in that?
Remember the Crimson Surprise?
Yeah, this place is supposed to be fancy. Why is there food just sitting on the floor?
That was one hell of a night.
Not one bit.
Shift's over. Time for the Roost.
I need to cut back on the booze. Not 20 anymore.
Okay.
I do hope you are enjoying your time in New Atlantis.
Royce Elgin.
All of our signature dishes are unique to the Roost. You won't find anything like them anywhere else.
I'm here about a fight that happened at your restaurant.
A most unfortunate incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were inebriated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio have been dining here together for quite some time. So, it was surprising to see them at each other's throats.
Okay, well, can you describe the patrons?
Well, the one who stayed with UC Security, Octavio, is a shorter man, handsome and refined. His favorite menu item is the Saint, I believe. The other, Hugo Fournier, is a tall, slender gentleman with a French accent. Excellent tipper, well-mannered, but a bit hot-tempered.
Okay. Do you know anything about a stolen wedding ring?
I wasn't witness to any theft, and both men were wearing rings, if I recall correctly.
All right. These two men dined together?
Oh, yes, quite often. They had a usual table over in the far corner, with all the traditional accoutrements. Music, candles, wine. You see where I'm going with this. But this time the two had barely sat down before the argument got heated. Thankfully, security stepped in before anyone got hurt.
Okay, well, I need to find one of the patrons involved. Apparently he stole something.
I assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower, although he may be checking out soon. But I would start there.
If he lives there, why would he be checking out? This place looks expensive.
The Dawn's Roost represents the highest quality, from the ingredients to the decor. No expense is spared. Anyone who has sampled our offerings will assure you it is all worth it.
Am I about to check your inventory and you just sell chunks?
Yes, of course.
Baguette? Oh, they are fancy. Chandra, not Chardonnay. Unless that's how you spell Chardonnay. That's not how you spell Chardonnay. The Dawn's Roost strip. Peas and carrots. I can't tell if that's mashed potatoes. And some steak. Jemison Wellington. Okay, stuff of beef Wellington. Liver pate. Oh, fancy, dude. Okay. Panache. Trilobites. As an appetizer, small alien arthropod sauteed and served with whipped butter. Oh, that's the last one. Hold on. Mashed potatoes. Yep. Okay.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
I will. For being a fancy restaurant, it's odd that you have people eat at the bar. And that's chunks. Do I talk to the rich dude? No, he might give me a different quest. So we won't talk to the rich dude. Sergeant Yumi at UC Security has given me another task. I spoke to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost about a bar fight that took place earlier between two patrons. He directed me to the Athena Tower residential building. And as I said, it's a little odd that this guy would be checking out.
My shift was long again.
Is it a hotel? Because if it's a hotel, that makes sense. But if he lived there, as you said, why would he be... Here's Mercury Tower.
That movie was epic.
Definitely better.
Mercury Tower.
You're out there a lot, right? Space.
Athena Tower. Those are the same person. Wait. Aren't they? Mercury and Athena? There's Hugo.
Hello.
He has the ring. Okay.
Oh, I can't believe that Octavio. That liar, that manipulator, that...
Go on, finish your rant.
That lying, cheating, foul piece of Dawn Glider dropping. If I had my way, I'd tie him to the back of a ship and jump it right into the nearest star. 5 years we were together, half a decade. And he threw it all away for that waiter.
Okay, so you two were together. And yeah. So you didn't steal the ring. It was your ring because you're married. And you just walked away. That's the situation. What happened at Dawn's Roost?
It was supposed to be a romantic dinner, our last before we pledged our lives to each other. But an hour before, I decided to do some cleaning to calm my nerves. I picked up a pair of pants he left on the floor, and out falls a napkin from the Dawn's Roost with a number written on the back. To think he had the audacity to schedule a date with me at the same restaurant? I was livid! Still, I went to the date and held it together just long enough for the waiter to serve us. Then I went off!
You don't even know what the number was about. You were just assuming your, who at the time, fiance, they weren't married, I guess. Your fiance was cheating on you just because you found a number?
Please, I don't have time for this.
That's a giant leap. Your relationship won't last. You two were dating?
Not just dating, betrothed. And I have the engagement ring to prove it.
Is there any chance you two can patch things up?
No. There are some things in life that cannot be repaired. Cheating is his way of saying, I don't love you. And without love, what's the point?
Yeah. Your ex claims you stole that ring.
He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my property. He gifted it to me when he proposed. It's not his to return.
Okay. Agreed, there was no crime here. No, if it's an engagement ring, then I think, yes, you do give it back. If you're already married and getting divorced, whatever you do with the ring after that's different. Persuade, it's still his property. I can't convince these two to get back together, because as far as I can tell, Octavio didn't cheat. Octavio could have had a business proposition. Octavio could have been trying to plan the engage. Well, no, I guess you were already engaged. Lots of different things, and you're just looking at one phone number. And I wasn't there, but you're just looking
Either
at
say something
one
or
phone
leave.
number and saying, hey, my fiance cheated.
I don't care. I'm not giving it to you.
I didn't even read what that said. What do I need to be? A 4? Your gift is conditional. It's only yours if you actually got married, which is what I was saying.
Is that what the law says? To be honest, I am not sure.
I don't know if that's what it says. That just makes sense. Would you want to keep something that reminds you of him?
I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to pawn it off.
Okay. Well, defying UC security isn't very smart.
So you would rob me too. You're not giving me a choice, are you? Fine. I may be extremely agitated, but I want no part of a UC prison. Here.
Why can't I convince you that you're being an idiot? And that you should just find out what the number was. Can I find Octavio?
As soon as my assistant finishes packing my things, I'm taking the first tram to the spaceport.
Can I find Octavio and find out what really happened? Or is that part of the quest? We've already been here. I can't open that door. Yeah, we've already been here during a different quest. So I can't go up to their room. Alright, I guess my only option is to return the ring.
So behind on those reports.
I don't think I'll be able to find Octavia just walking around. But it's most likely going to be a multi-stage quest, so... So eventually, Octavia will just show up. Keep that vision on in case I see more criminals. That easy money. Sergeant!
After that, how can I help you, Captain?
I finished my investigation on the fight at Dawn's Roost.
Ah, perfect. Did you manage to get the ring back?
Why would I keep it and say the ring wasn't stolen, it was gifted? Give the ring. I did. Here you go.
Excellent. I'm sure the victim will be pleased to know their property has been returned. You acquitted yourself well again. I dare say you might have a knack for police work. Hardly surprising for a captain of the UC Vanguard, but still, impressive nonetheless. Here, take this. It's well deserved.
Okay, that's it. So he changes his dialogue, because when we first met, I wasn't a member of the UC Vanguard. I actually thought he was the one who gave me the Vanguard questline. But that's that. Now I guess I just walk around until someone tells me that Yumi needs me again.